Just 3 days on from Ruben Amorim's first win as Manchester United head coach, the new boss goes in search of a first Premier League victory in the visit of Everton. And a much changed Manchester United team. There was a lot to break down in midweek. Ben, we were both here. What did we learn from that match?
That we can score goals and we can play some exciting stuff.
It's Gay and McNeil. Overlapping is Ashley Young. Fernandes trying to keep tabs on him, away by Martinez. Unfortunately, into the path of Casemiro, who in turn has found Rashford. McNeil helping out with a defensive effort here. Rashford's got a lot to do still. Got the touch he needed off the defender, and Tarkowski sends it behind for a corner.
Yeah, and that's what you have to do when Ashley Young fluffs these lines with the cross into the box. It gets intercepted, and Marcus Rashford quickly goes into that space that he vacated. Well, unfortunately for him, both Tarkowski and Dwight McNeil read that was what he was going to do, help their teammates out.
Fernandes to take the corner at the Stretford end. Into the twilight of this first half now. Delivery is a flat one, Marcus Rashford arriving and in, and United lead. A huge deflection, I think it touched Jared Branthwaite last. It won't matter who got the final touch, because it's Manchester United who have found the advantage towards the end of the first half. A well-worked move, Marcus Rashford in the middle of it. And in the period of the game where Ruben Amorim's side had been made to work against the press of Everton, it is a goal from a set play that springs this game into life, and it is Branthwaite who just diverts it out the way of his goalkeeper. But it won't matter.
No, it was a well-controlled volley. Obviously something that they worked on the training ground. I'm quite surprised that Everton didn't pick up on it, to be honest with you. And it's an outstretched foot. I actually think it's... I don't know what sort of a view he had, Branthwaite, but if he had a decent view of it, then it's poor from him, because he should clear that. And was it going wide? As a defender, you're not going to do that. It's instinctive. But I think he saw enough of the ball to be able to hit it more on the full to clear it.
And the goal has initially been credited to Marcus Rashford. And despite his major part in it, Tarkowski now. Ashley Young. Some of the early zeal has gone out of Everton since the goal. Haven't seen them come forward with their previous gusto in the last 5 minutes. This is Branthwaite, picked his pocket, Ahmad has, and now Fernandes, and Zirkzee, and 2-0! Joshua Zirkzee has his goal! Picked for the starting lineup, and he repays his manager's faith. Bullseye for the number 11.
Well, we see teams, don't we, and we have done this weekend, that are trying to play out from the back and are just not aware of what's going on around them. And the trigger, a little bit like Ugarte on Thursday night, he could sort of sense where the ball was going to go, and he was in Ahmad. And he obviously left it for Bruno because Jared Branthwaite had dropped deep, so he wasn't going to be offside. And I think he was actually aiming for Ahmad, Bruno, but it didn't matter because Zirkzee was alongside him. I mean, it's really good from Ahmad, not great from Mikalenko at all. I think the ball was meant for him. Unfortunately for him, Zirkzee was coming in. And it was Branthwaite, was it? Oh, it was Branthwaite that got caught, I apologise. It was Tarkowski that was back playing everybody on. Yeah, sorry.
Well, when it rains, it pours. And
yeah.
For poor Jared Branthwaite, it is pouring. For United, celebrations all around.
Yeah. And do you know what? He's actually deserved that, Joshua Zirkzee, because I've seen some really, really good things from him in this first half with his hold-up play. And 2-0 up at half-time, Cam. Can't believe it.
Away we go for a second 45 minutes, and the first ended quite nicely, didn't they, for Manchester United, Ben Thornley?
Yeah, they certainly did. Yeah, it's not often that we can sort of go for a cushion, and they're on again here.
Could be a third in the offing as early as this. It's Ahmad. Got supporters too. One of them is Marcus Rashford. It's 3. And now Rashford in on the act. Once again. He opened the scoring in the first. And surely in the second now. He takes this beyond the reach of Everton.
I mean, what a start. I mean, the last couple of games, first half in less than a couple of minutes, and in this second half of this game, less than a minute. It's a great finish.
Well, that's it. 6 halves of football underneath the charge of Ruben Amorim. And in 3 of those halves, United have scored within 90 seconds.
It's a pretty impressive record, albeit a recent one, for a club that has, you know, not scored anywhere near enough goals compared to the amount of chances that they've created. Well, now they're creating chances and they're finishing them off.
Looks like it might be Lundstrom into the wall once more, and no nearer to getting a goal. Here's Gay. Now McNeil feinting and then crossing, and headed away smartly by Luke Shaw. Ahmad plotting his next move. It might involve Marcus Rashford, a dummy in the end, intentional or not, won't matter. Ahmad's away here. Zirkzee supporting. It is Zirkzee, and a second for him. 4 goals to 0. Joshua Zirkzee firing Manchester United further out of Everton's reach. And it's a virtual certainty now. There is no way back. And it's going to be 6 straight wins in this fixture for Manchester United.
I mean, is there anybody that is better at the moment than Ahmad at being able to close down and take the ball off somebody's toes? He did it to Branthwaite in the first half, and he's done it to his centre-back partner in the second, and created another goal for Joshua Zirkzee. And this all comes from a brilliant header by Luke Shaw. And then, I mean, I don't really know what he's doing here, James Tarkowski. And these are experienced international footballers. And then he can't make up the ground. And he just prods it into his path. It's a lovely finish.
Had some work to do as well there, Joshua Zirkzee. Full time on a Manchester United rout. A first home win in the Premier League for Ruben Amorim. United with the 4 goals that bring up 3 points on a glittering showing. The final score, Manchester United 4, Everton 0.